everybody see this, the slides, the screen up here?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to try doing this. So please bear with me. We're going to do Gray Morning's method so what I'm going to ask you, hold on, I got to bring my cursor down. I'm going to go through the different, I got to get slide one first. So I'm going to go through the different foods, and when I'm going to ask each person to repeat the food, but then because you can't physically show me, tell me the number that it is. So can you see the meat, the corn, the bread, and the water now? Okay, so we're going to go through these. I just got to find my notes here. I'm going to say them. I'm going to say it twice, and you can repeat once, and we can do that as a group. And then I'm going to go and choose one person, and I'm going to say, Lohamasil, show me. You'll repeat the word in Munsee, and then tell me the number it is. Then I can tell. Then you're showing me what picture it is. So we'll start with one. Venison. Atohewak. Atohewak. Number 2 is corn. Huasquim. Huasquim.
Huasquim.
Number 3 is white bread. Wapapon. Wapapon.
Wapapon.
Number 4 is water. B. B.
B.
B. B.
Eric, Lohamasil, Atohewak.
Atohewak. Number 1.
Lori, Lohamasil, Huasquim.
2.
Huasquim?
Huasquim.
Huasquim.
Like a guttural at the beginning?
Yeah.
Quaquim. Quaquim.
But yes, it's number 2. Austin, Lohamasil, B. B.
4.
B.
Is that the right answer? Or should I say 4 in Munsee? Just kidding. All right. Well, I hope to.
Yeah. Just repeat the word so we're practicing using it.
Oh, B.
Misty, Lohamasil, Wapapuan. Wapapuan.
Wapapuan.
What number?
I can't see that part of the thing, so I didn't get the numbers.
You can't see the screen?
No, I'm on my phone, so it probably isn't as good of reception or whatever.
I'm also on my phone, and I look at Brock. I make Brock my person.
Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay. Wapapon, good naha.
Kim, Lohamasil, Atohewak.
Atohewak, number 1.
Justin, Lohamasil, Huasquim.
Number 2.
Huasquim. We're going to do this with all the slides, and then we're going to go up just so that you can see. This method is to build your vocabulary, but it it also will show you how fast it will go and how easy you can retain it or by seeing and speaking back and forth. So number 5, can everybody see the cake, the coffee, the potatoes, and the fish?
Yes.
Number 5 is shokol apwan. Shokol apwan.
How do you write that?
How do you write it? Did you get an email with the lesson?
I think so.
Yeah, the word should be in the lesson. So shokol apwan is SHOOKULAPWAN. Number 6, Niski shokol imbi. Niski shokol imbi. Number 7, openak. Openak. And that's plural. Openak. Number 8, washing. Oh no, that one's just fish. Namas. Namas. So, Eric, lohamasil openak.
Opanuk. Number 7.
Justin, lohamasil niski shokolambi.
Number 6.
Niski shokolambi. Lori, lohamasil shokolapuan. Your mic's on or muted.
I'm sorry. Number 5, Shoko Akwan.
Shokolapuan. Austin, lohamasil namas.
Number 8, Namas.
Kim, lohamasil niski shokolambi.
Nishi Shokombi.
Niski.
Niski Shokombi. Number 6.
Miski, lohamasil shokolapuan.
Kutanishnaha now and Nalan. Nalan? Nalan?
I had to count. Shokolapuan.
I hear them, but hi, it's Sue and Sherry.
Sherry. Sherry. Can you see us?
Sherry has and some chips. We couldn't get online. We had to do it by phone.
Okay, well I'll try to use some English then, okay?
Okay, yeah, that'll be good.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. We're gonna go to our next slide. Number 9 is fry bread. Flopwan. Flopwan. Oh, what did I use? Why do I have venison? Oh, I was supposed to use venison roast. Number 10 is venison. Atohewak. Atohewak. Number 11 is shokolambi. Shokolambi. And if any of you are in the Mohican class when Brock was talking about it being chocolate is multiple things where it's sugar water. It's pretty much anything that's sweetened, sugar water, Kool-Aid, soda. So that's why my picture has a bunch of different types of sugar drinks there. So number 11 is chocolate. And then number 12, which is soup, is kashitao. So we'll start with Eric again. Lo hamasil slapon.
Slap one, number 9.
Misty, lo hamasil chocolimbi. Your mic's on, Misty.
Chocolumbi 11.
Good Nika.
Okay.
Good Nika. Austin, lo hamasil kashitao.
Number 12, Kshitao.
Justin, lo hamasil atohewak.
Number 10.
Kim, lo hamasil slotfan.
That one, number 9.
Sherry, lo hamasil, or I'll just, it's kind of hard if you're on the phone. So, do you remember how to say fry bread? Are you there, Sherry?
You just put it on mute. We're here. We're going to try to get the link.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're right. It doesn't look good. So we're going to try.
Oh, yeah. We're hoping not to lose anybody. It's thundering. Thundering. Okay, we're going to go to the next slide.
Yeah.
Number 13 is breakfast sausage. Hindi Kanasha. Number 14 is deer roast. Aposi ato. Number 15 is Johnny cake. Wisamapan. Yeah, it's starting to rain. Sokalan. Oh. I lost my note. And number 16 is corn soup. I don't know how many notes in this one. Oh, wait now. Oh, how do I get it up there? How did he get this down here? Okay. Yeah. Make sure everything. Kahakutao. Kahakutao.
Kahakuta.
Eric Lohamasil. Wisamapuan.
Wisamapuan, number 15.
Kim Lohamasil Kahakutao.
Cocktail. Number 16.
Austin Lohamasil Aposi Ato.
And then 14, Atose Kanon?
Aposi Ato.
Apothi Ato.
Ah,
Is
Does-
there like a written, is there a written vocabulary anywhere of this stuff like that was sent out like earlier or?
yeah, you should have got an email from Brock
Okay, let me,
today.
no, sure. Thank you.
Did everybody else get that email for this week from Brock?
I just got vowel sounds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna go through.
I do have that email open if someone would like me to forward it to them.
I would.
Let's see here.
I did.
Okay.
I think I found it. It was an earlier, 5 days ago.
Oh, 5 days. Could someone forward it to us at sharepractice@gmail.com?
I heard the gmail.com, but the first bit I didn't.
Okay. Could you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. SHERRYHaskett@gmail.com.
Sherry Haskett with no period at gmail.com.
Yeah, right.
It's on its way.
Yeah, thank you.
They're on the phone. Did anybody get week 3? Or did you get
I
the?
just joined today.
Okay.
I
I'm
haven't.
looking now. I'm not sure.
I've only received the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, same. There was a kind of pronunciation guide that Brock sent that was very helpful, but I don't think it was a week 3 syllabus.
No, we'll pick one. Yeah, this is enough.
I don't think I got a week 3 either.
Okay, we're just gonna review the first couple weeks then, and then we'll go on because we'll make it easier for everybody if they have it in front of them.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, here it is. So I'm gonna go through these again then. 13, number 13 is breakfast sausage. Pinhi Kanasha. Pinhi Kanasha. Number 14 is deer roast. Aposi Ato. Aposi Ato. Number 15 is Johnny cake. Wisamapuan. Wisamapuan. And number 16 is corn soup. Kahakutao. Kahakutao. Kim lo hamasi aposi ato.
Posioto is a deer venison. 14.
Ah,
Posioto.
beautiful. Kim Lohama Seal Kohak Kotao. Kohak Kotao.
Number 16. Hua Hatao. Hua Hatao. Yeah.
Did I say Kim again?
I don't know. I went for
I meant Misty. Well, good job. Misty Lohama Seal Wisamapuan. Wisamapuan.
Wisamapuan. Wisamapuan, number 15.
Ah,
I'm not going to try the number.
oh, you.
I'm bad after 10.
Oh. Okay.
Weembutt's my favorite number, though.
Hello, Winona. Oh, wait, let me see. How do I get up there again, Brock? Oh, okay. Pulamosi, Winona. I'm gonna get my cursor back down here now. I'm still trying to learn how to use Brock's technology. So. Okay, got her. Lohamastil, oh, sorry. Eric Lohamastil Pindikansha.
Pindikanshuk, number 13.
Austin Lohamastil Wisamapuan.
Number 15, Wisamaquan.
Justin Lohamastil Oposi Ato.
Number 14, Posiato.
We're going to go on to the next slide. My cursor's in the right place. We're going to go back. Hopefully we can get through this slide. We have 2 more slides left. It looks like we got Kim, Lori, Austin, and Winona.
Yep, from Milwaukee.
So the first one, number 17, is cornbread. Quasquimapuan. Quasquimapuan.
Quackquemaquan.
Then we have strawberry. Watahimo. Watahimo. Number 19 is walleye. Wasing. Wasing. Coming and going. Number 20 is bacon. Koshkoshewak. Koshkoshewak. I'll go through this set one more time and you can repeat. And then I'll go through the next set and then you can repeat.
Yourself.
Yeah. So 17 is cornbread. Quasquimapuan. Quasquimapuan.
Wasquimapuan.
Right there.
Number 18 is Watahimo. Watahimo. Number 19 is walleye. Wasing. Wasing. There's an almost silent W at the end of wasing. Number 20 is bacon. Koshkoshewak. Koshkoshewak. Okay, we're going to go through the next slide. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep you on. So number 21 is tea. And it's actually tea. Tea. Number 22 is eggs. Wowel. Wowel.
Got it.
Number 23 is cereal. Zapan. Zapan. Zapan.
Zapan.
Ah. Number 24 is roast beef. Aposi koyewak. Aposi koyewak. I'll run through these ones one more time. 21 is tea, which is also tea. Wawel. Number 23 is cereal, zapan. And number 24 is roast beef, aposi koyewak. Then next week we'll go through more of them to give it a little bit more of a challenge. So go ahead. Yeah, I didn't know what to do with that call. There's more that are trying to come in too. Oh. So I'm just going to go through what we went through last week, just a couple of the phrases, just as to keep you refreshed and keep you using them. So we spoke about, can you pass something that's animate? And that's Kisha Yolin. Kisha Yolin. That is if it's something that is alive. If you want to pass something that's inanimate, something that is not alive, Kisha Yolini. Kisha Yolini. Pass the food. Yolini Michoacan. Yolini Michoacan. Pass the chicken. Yolin Kiki fish. Yolin Kiki fish. Pass the bread. Yolini Apuan. Yolini Apuan. Pass the meat. Yolini Wios. Yolini Wios. We also went through give me, to give me something. Milil. Milil. And I want. I want. Nigatatum. Nigatatum. Is there any words that you have questions about pronunciation with? That we can go over, I can help you a little bit with?
I have a question about number 21T. I thought that's an English word. Is there a native word for that?
It's T. They're the same.
TNT.
Nicole, 22, wawol. What is wawol? I can't see it.
X.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
A. Wawol. Wawol. Nishi.
We also went through the different utensils. We can run through them quick again. Knife. Hi, Lori. Knife.
Hi.
Hochschicken. Hochschicken. There's a guttural. Hochschicken.
Chicken.
Bolinjo. That's bowl. Bolinjo.
Bolinjo.
Plate. Pakinjo. Pakinjo. Cup. Tihinjo. Tihinjo. And spoon. Amwanis. Amwanis. So just to kind of give you a heads up, next week, we're going to go through a little bit more questions and kitchen questions. So like, can you set the table? Can you wash the dishes? Who has the meat? I will set the table. I will wash the dishes. Can I help you? So those are the things we're going to go through next week. And then we'll go through some more. We're going to go through what we did again this time, but we're going to put more pictures up to make it a little bit more challenging. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Nicole, to interrupt. I was just wondering, you know, I have a 4-year-old daughter. I'm always trying to teach her to say please and thank you and stuff. But I also remember from living in Tibet that in some areas people say please and thank you and honorifics a lot. Some areas they don't. They just speak kind of more just plainly. And I wonder, is please something that's commonly used? And if so, kind of what might that word be? And then also what is thank you in Munsee?
So thank you, we do use thank you, but we don't generally use please. It's just the tone in your voice, I suppose. So for thank you, it's anishik. We also don't say you're welcome because it's just an acknowledgement of that's how we exist, that's how we be. But yeah, anishik.
Cool.
Anishik.
Thank you. I mean, anishik.
Ah.
I wasn't here for the first few lessons, so I was wondering if you can send me
A copy of those ones too?
Yeah.
Okay, Justin. Yep, I'll ask Brock if he can do that. 1, 2, 3. So if there's anything that you, because I don't use the language all the time, a lot of times I have to go back and look myself to see what it is. So if you do have any questions, at the end of every class, we can kind of take your questions and then I'll come back next week to answer them. So that's something that you can think of for next week. And we're going to kind of go into I am, you are, he or she, we, they next week too when we're speaking.
Excellent.
Will we learn conjugations?
Conjugating verbs.
Someday.
Someday. Yeah, it's fun. Not really. Yeah. I think for a large portion of the people that have been learning through the different classes that we've had, they like to do more hands-on, more just today, versus the, formal English setting. They call it first learner's language, so that you're, how when you're teaching your little ones, you're teaching them mom, mom, and they hear that mom repetitively, or they want their bottle and they hear bottle repetitively. So that's kind of the approach we're taking, so that you can clear your mind of like the English setting of how things work and hear the language. So you're learning it as if a toddler first learns language. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. And is it not the case that there are some fluent speakers of Munsee still?
No, there's not.
There aren't. Okay,
There
but
are
Delaware.
Yeah, they also don't have they don't have any fluent speakers left either, but they do have a language lodge and they have speakers. They're just not fluent. That's not one of their first languages, but they're still working at it and plugging away at it. And
Oh yeah, no, it strikes me that this is, it shouldn't be too, like the way you're teaching it, it's just kind of sticking with it, and I feel like they're revivable languages. You know, they really are. And so, anyway.
We are working on a project. I'm Molly, by the way. I'm just on the side. We are working on a project hoping for a grant to teach Mohican. Now that we're really reviving from only written documents. But we learned Munsee first to help us with that.
Interesting.
When did the last fluent speaker of Munsee pass away?
Just a year or two ago, she was an elder. But they have people that speak a lot. Our teacher was Glenn Jacobs, Chocolila, and he passed away a couple of years ago. So if we don't get busy, we're gonna really lose.
With our next class, I can kind of go into more of like the language itself and understanding the language and how it works. I don't really want to go into the English formal setting because that's more confusing versus just understanding the language itself for what it is. So I can kind of go into that next week. But that's like that we could have a whole conversation about that.
Definitely.
Any other questions?
Do you know of any places where there are recordings of people fluently speaking either Munsee or Mohican?
There's few. There's not. I mean, there's a few, but there's not a lot. Not of Mohican, but of Munsee. So Mohican hasn't been spoken since my grandfather, who's been gone for a lot of years. Well, actually, it'd be my great-grandfather. And even then, it was already a dying language, or not spoken. I don't like saying dying, but there's words that have been saved within families in the community. Yeah. So the right now there's a linguist that they've been working with for over a couple of years, right? That is working with multiple different Algonquin languages too, and all the documentation, and using a linguistic form of figuring that out. I don't know much more about how he works his magic.
My first teacher was in 1982. And so I did hear first language speakers talking to each other. So I have those on, what kind of tape is that? Cassette tape somewhere in the archives here.
They're really, you really probably need to wear headphones and be in a very isolated room to hear them well, because they are cassette tapes. But
is there any way to access that online?
No, Munsee, there's a few sites on Facebook that you can look at and see what's there. Munsee language, Munsee Mohican, Lenape, Delaware, those are words to look for. There is a Munsee dictionary, but it's difficult to get a copy of it. And it's by John O'Meara. And it's very helpful with the Munsee language.
I feel like they're such familiar sounding languages in a way, I don't know, it's what people spoke and thought in these areas out here in the East where I am, and where Justin is, and some others, I think, for thousands of years. Your ancestors, those of you who are descended, are members of the nation. And so it's just, I don't know, to me, they just sound like almost like they should be alive. They could be alive again, and I think that's what we're all doing for helping.
Wampanoag had Jesse Littledoe Baird. She
Yeah.
went to school to be a linguist, and so she's brought back that Wampanoag language. We've got Pequot, Montauk, Munsee, Delaware, Mohican, all running through our bloods because we mixed after contact, after the great land deal. Not our land. Excuse me, but I'll get going.
Also, Molly, this is Lori. You mentioned, you shared with me a MohicanLanguage.com, which has a talking dictionary on it. Can you give any more info on that? I mean, I like it. It's very useful. My students had used it easily, and it was pretty cool.
You just gave the information, MohicanLanguage.com. That's some project we've been working on for a couple years. But that's Mohican. This is Munsee, so we have to. I don't think Munsee has any talking dictionary. I will look.
I think that's a project that they're working on through the Ontario or Toronto University.
Okay,
But I don't know.
It's Moravian Town, Ontario, Canada, where they have a language house. You can't get there from here right now.
I could, but
Are you in Canada?
yes, I'm in Ottawa, so I could go down there. But
So you can get there. You can't get here.
actually, I can because I'm a dual citizen. But I'd have to go into quarantine coming back.
Oh, that's how it works. Yeah, we spent a lot of time in Canada by the Munsees and the Delawares. Those are our relatives, and we've learned a lot from them.
Yeah, I asked to take the class because I discovered a number of years ago that I have a tiny bit of indigenous blood, and my family came from the old Dutch settlement in New York. And it turns out that one of my ancestors, a white woman, an immigrant, learned Munsee and was a translator. And there's a funny story about that, in that both the Dutch governor gave her husband land in Manhattan for her services, but the Hackensackis in New Jersey, they also gave her land, but they gave her land. They gave it directly to her because under Dutch law, a married woman could not own land.
Under Dutch law.
Under
Okay.
Dutch law, she couldn't, but for the Munsees, she could.
You know her name?
Her birth name was Sarah Roelofs.
Sarah what?
Roelofs. Roelof was her father's name, and back then the Dutch, they used patronymics. So her name, Sarah, and then her father's name, Roelofs, Roelfse, something like that.
Roefsle. Okay. That's
Roelofse, Roelofse.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I just wondered if she was an interpreter between the Munsees and Dutch.
There are a number of people who did that back then, and they're famous enough in New York history that if you Google her name, it'll come up.
Okay. The Dutch is who I believe we first met too. Well, we met Henry Hudson. He was the first one, and they renamed the water after him, but it's the Mahikanituk. That's the name of that river.
Yes.
They've got to change the name back. I think it's way cooler. Mahikanituk. Like the Connecticut River.
Okay, we have to take off.